Let us discuss the topic called ambiguous grammar. What is ambiguous grammar? First we will understand what is ambiguity to understand what is this ambiguous grammar. See, ambiguity means what? Which gives more than one meaning. Ambiguity, confusion, many times I told you. It is a statement which gives two meanings so that we will get a confusion. That is called ambiguity. Or otherwise it is a statement which contains more than one meaning. So that is called ambiguity. See, I will show you a diagram you see here. I am telling the word chip. So it gives two meanings here. Okay. So what some person can consider this as, say if I use the word chip, Kavya will understand that as potato chips, right? And Mamata can understand this as silicon chip, that is processor. I have made you very clear here the diagrams. So that's why we have confusion when a particular word or statement gives two meanings. This is called ambiguity. Okay. Now we will understand what is this ambiguous grammar. See, actually in the formal languages, this ambiguity will arises when we have more than one leftmost derivation or more than one rightmost derivation. I will tell you, see here, I have taken an example grammar. N1 derives alpha, N2 is also deriving alpha. See, alpha can be derived from either N1 or N2, right? So now you see, alpha is deriving from N1 and also from N2. So that is why we are getting confusion here. So which non-terminal I need to replace here? Either N1, either in the place of N1 or in the place of N2. So that's why I am getting confusions here. So when two productions are generating a same terminal, then I will have ambiguity. So we will also understand with another example what is ambiguous grammar here. For the given grammar, if it has more than one leftmost derivation or more than one rightmost derivation, then we can take that grammar as ambiguous grammar. More than one leftmost or more than one rightmost derivation. So we will take the same example grammar which we have taken earlier. S implies S plus S, S star S, S in parenthesis or small a. I will see here, I am going to take LMD first. After that I will take RMD. Okay. So anyhow we will see LMD first. Whether two LMDs are possible or not, I will take. So what I am taking, the first LMD. So on the left hand side I am showing you the first LMD. On the right hand side I am showing you the second LMD. So on the first LMD I started with S star S. And the second LMD I started with S plus S. Now you see the parse tree for this. First parse tree S star S, second parse tree is shown with S plus S. And since it is a leftmost derivation, I need to replace only in the place of leftmost non-terminal. Only in the place of leftmost non-terminal I will replace. So in the leftmost non-terminal, you see on the first LMD, observe, first LMD is replaced with S plus S. First LMD is replaced with S plus S. Second LMD is replaced with small a. Now I am going to replace again the leftmost non-terminals. Left hand side the leftmost non-terminal is S. Right hand side also it is S. But you see what I have substituted in the place of S on the first LMD, I have substituted small a. On the other side, you see second LMD, I have substituted that with S star S. S star S. Now still we have not derived the string a plus a star a. We need to derive still. So again in the leftmost non-terminal I am replacing with small a on the LMD1, RMD1, LMD2 also I am replacing with small a only, and again we will also replace the what are the leftmost non-terminals left here, only one. So I am replacing in the leftmost non-terminals a, small a and small a, so that I have derived the string a plus a star a. Now you say more than one LMD is possible. So first LMD I started with s star s, in the second LMD I started with s plus s. So either I take s star s, either I started with s star s or I start with s plus s, I am able to derive the string. That's why compiler will get a confusion here. Compiler in the sense which program? Our parser program will get a confusion that which string I need to substitute. See, for both the strings, for both the strings, for both the derivations, for both the productions, the string is being generated. So parser program will get confuses. So which string, which production I need to substitute and which production I need to leave. So for that purpose, ambiguity will raises. So that is the reason why ambiguity will raises. And we used to say when more than one leftmost derivation is possible or more than one rightmost derivation is possible. Okay. So either case, if more than two leftmost derivations possible, we can decide that the grammar is an ambiguous grammar. So here in this example, two leftmost derivations are possible. That's why the grammar is ambiguous, right? And you see the exercise, solve these examples. Hope you all understood what is ambiguous grammar. This is the one which produces either more than one leftmost derivation or more than one rightmost derivation for the same grammar. For the same grammar I am telling, right? And you know how to derive two LMDs? You should not start with the same productions, and parse tree of both LMDs should not be same. Parse tree of both the LMDs must be different. You see in the first parse tree and second parse tree there is a lots of difference. First parse tree starting with s star s, second parse tree starting with s plus s, and here it is s plus s, and here it is small a followed by s star s. No, everything is different. So more than one LMD is possible here. That's why there is a chance that parser program may get confuses. That is called ambiguity here, right? So this is called ambiguous grammar. Definition is very important. They will ask frequently. Ambiguous grammar is what? What is ambiguous grammar? If a grammar is having more than one leftmost derivation possible or more than one rightmost derivation possible for the given grammar, then it is said to be ambiguous grammar, right? Do these examples. I am giving you more examples. Please try it. Okay, take down these examples and try these examples.